Thanks for staying with us. Moving on now to the Nigerian Tribune. Bianca Odumegwu-Ojukwu, 6 others get Senate confirmation. Excuse me. Ipman replies, Dangote marketers spend days at your refinery unable to load petrol. This Dangote matter is never ending.
As in?
Fubara talks tough. Article warns as court stops CBN from releasing allocation to rivers. Reps move to revoke Bishop Oyedepo's church airstrip license. Court grants Abia lawmaker 500,000 naira bail over assault on Bolt driver. EFCC arrests 55 Yahoo boys in Offa. And fresh controversies over the northern governor's opposition to tax reform bills. Okay, which story?
Okay, so I have the Nigerian police force on Wednesday arraigned the member of the House of Representatives, Alex Mascot Ikweche, who allegedly assaulted a boat driver at his Abuja residence. I'm sure everybody saw that. It was everywhere on the... Everybody had a lot to say, yeah. So the lawmaker was docked before an Abuja Chief Magistrate Court sitting at Kuje, Abuja, following the allegation. The lawmaker, who is representing Aba North and South Federal Constituency of Abia State, pleaded not guilty to the first information report, which was entered against him by the Nigerian police force at the court. The charge against him bordered on abuse of office, assault, and threat to life. Following the defendant not pleading guilty, his lawyer said that the offense is bailable. So he was released on bail pending the determination of the case for a fee of 500,000 naira and 2 shorties. And both shorties must provide their utility bills as proof of residence, and subsequently the matter has been adjourned to November 8th for trial. So let's see what will happen. You know, then everybody has a lot to say, and this, I'm sure, is going to be one of our topics today. I saw that. So.
Okay, so we already discussed it. We're not anyway, I was going to take another story. So the House of Representatives, they've called on the Ministry of Aviation and the Aerospace to stop the issuance of airstrip license to private individuals and organizations for security reasons. Recently, Bishop David Oyedepo's birthday, he had announced in church that the federal government had approved the airstrip for him, and the House, I think it was the representative, the Honorable Gumi, yes, representing from Zamfara, in Zamfara State. He was one that raised the motion at the plenary, saying that they need to withdraw all the existing approvals for private individuals to have airstrips, and even the new ones that they want to issue. According to Gumi, he highlighted, reminded us of 2014, where a prominent religious leader was allegedly linked to a private jet that conveyed $9.3 million to South Africa, if you recall. That's a religious leader. He said it was reported that the private jet, which was seized by the South African authorities, had 2 Nigerians and an Israeli on board. The country is currently experiencing a security challenge through illegal importation of arms and proliferation of firearms. And we cannot continue to have this kind of porous opportunities for people to bring in arms. So if you recall that case, we took that time, 2014, where this religious leader was allegedly linked to that money, $9.3 million, supposed to be used to purchase arms. So he said that you can't keep giving out airstrips licenses to private...
within the country, not outside the country.
No, even, you can't do it. It's like you're having it in your private house where you can actually fly out from your own house.
You mean the house?
I think that's how things get porous. So, for example, I might be upright, but I might have a son who's taking drugs, and I don't know his illegal dealings. And then he now gets to, my dad has a private airstrip, gets a plane, and they ship in drugs through our backyard here to different countries. There are different things that can happen. So he's saying that because of our security challenges in our country, we are not yet at that level where we can provide.
We cannot go on the road. The security challenge, I think people use fly.
Repair our own airports.
They are giving new ones.
Even there are some states that have airstrip, and I'm wondering why.
Because they don't want to go on the road because the road is not safe. Everybody is flying.
So they are flying, so they are leaving the bad roads for us. Because me, I cannot afford to fly to Abuja now. So what do I have to do? I have to go by road. So if I go by road...
The rationale here is security, national security for me is paramount.
Okay, let me take another story. Let's leave the seemingly controversial point. The court has stopped Rivers State. This one is a very controversial story. Rivers State So
why is Rivers State always controversial? Everything Rivers State.
Because they should leave
former
this man.
governor,
They should just leave
current
him
governor, everything.
Is that former governor that's causing the drama?
That's not this problem. They should leave him.
It's not the last one. Even from Rotimi, even before Rotimi,
Rivers
is synonymous with one controversy or the other. So the Federal High Court has stopped the CBN, said that both the CBN, Access Bank, Zenith Bank, none of them should allow the governor access to any federal allocation because the governor is running an unconstitutional budget. That the budget he is using to run the government, this is budget of 2024 that we are now in November, almost in November, that budget is not constitutional because he presented the budget to a group of 4 and that it is, the judge said it's an unlawful budget, smacks of gross violation of the 1999 Constitution that the governor has sworn to protect, and subsequently is restraining the Apex Bank from releasing more funds to the governor of Rivers State. Said that the appropriation of that budget was not presented to a proper assembly, and that the courts that said that budget should be implemented, that court, the judgment has been struck out by Court of Appeal. So that judgment has been set aside. The Court of Appeal has already revoked that judgment, and that the High Court is saying that CBN should not release funds to Rivers State. But you see, Rivers State is one of the states that has internally generated revenue that surpasses their expenditure.
They're number one.
They can afford, they're number one. In terms of fiscal policy,
Yeah.
they can afford to do without the federal allocation for a while. In the middle of all of that.
If you remember, the war between the present president and the former president
is what brought Lagos
when he was governor. Yes, I said the president. I said the present president when he was governor in Lagos State.
Oh yeah.
They seized his money too.
And that was for local government issues.
So maybe to just allow
increase their
for them more creative. And I mean, because to me, they should leave this man to run his.
It's too much.
It's not constitution now.
Guys, let us move on. No, let's not forget our constitution, Waiki. Let us not pick and choose.
What is the cause of this constitutional problem? Is it not because those ones defected to APC?
Yes.
Okay.
That was the cause of the problem.
For selfish reasons.
Exactly.
Because we are not, it's not our hot topic today. Our own job is just to say, what did the paper say? Tell us,
and then you can even shock in your own comments.
You can shock your comment, you the comments.
In my comments.
New Telegraph. New Telegraph. Fubara wicket crisis worsens as court stops CBN from releasing allocations to Rivers. Took that story. South Africa to strip Nigerian beauty queen of ID and documents. Yeah. Jakba energy crisis may lead to varsity system collapse in 2025, says VC. Insecurity reps ask FG to stop airstrip licenses to individuals and organizations and withdraw existing approvals. Which I think I agree with. Nobody read said New Telegraph. Ipman threatens to import product over Dangote refinery delayed. You know any story? Okay, I have a story there, but the Vice Chancellor of the Elizade University, Mr. Kayode Ijadunola, fears the university system may collapse next year if government fails to address the high cost of electricity supply to the schools. Apart from the high cost of power, he also warned that the exodus of lecturers to foreign countries may seriously affect the universities next year because lots of our professors are all moving. They're moving out of the country. So he was addressing news conference yesterday ahead of the November 69th convocation of the private university. And he said that the high cost of energy is threatening the survival of quite a bit of universities. And we've taken that story here.
It's a part of the story I don't agree with because they were asking that they wanted to be included in TET Fund and NEL Fund. I don't support that. The TET Fund and NEL Fund were interventions to solve the problem of public universities, and public universities are still complaining. So if private university is asking to be included in TET Fund, you are not on the list, and you should not be put on the list. Let us solve the problem.
You are paying premium. You are collecting premium from the
and you are lamenting when public universities are still not.
And it's not much.
I don't agree
anybody.
This part of the recommendation, I do not agree with, but the other one, you can look into it.
It's not small change. Okay, there was a story at the bottom of this thing.
Poor
sleep, plays a key role in suicidal thoughts. Researchers have found that
stressed.
Yeah.
Me too.
Need to sleep.
Are you all going to commit suicide?
No, but I'm just stressed.
Let me know.
Yes, highly stressed.
Let me know.
We need to go back to God, honestly. As a Christian, we don't talk like that. We don't commit suicide. We
don't say things like that.
we don't say things like that in the Christendom.
You all said you're having poor sleep, and I'm telling you that the same poor sleep plays a key role in suicidal thoughts. Researchers have found that restless nights can aggravate symptoms in those experiencing suicidal thoughts. They published 3 papers from the Journal of Psychiatric Research. They said if you don't sleep well, you be thinking
rishi thoughts.
So
laughter is good for the soul, so you're making us laugh today. So
The Guardian. Let's see the story of not taking energy cost. Jackpot syndrome will threaten on. Look at that story. You took that story. Sexual harassment. Reps proposed 14 years jail term for offenders. Senate confirms Tinubu's 7 ministerial nominees. Obaseki Zamfara governor orders advocate sustainability of projects. TCN restores power to North. Hallelujah. As IHRC says 1.5 trillion lost to blackout. And tax reform bills in Dome Arewa group locks horns as NGF traditional rulers meet. Which story in the Guardian?
I have the House of Representatives has passed a bill to prevent and address sexual harassment of students in tertiary institutions, proposing a 14 years jail term of offenders. The bill also proposed 5 years imprisonment or 5 million fine for heads of institutions that refuse to act on complaints of sexual harassment by students. They also say that this was done to this was enacted to promote and protect ethical standards in tertiary education, the sanctity of the student-educator fiduciary relationship of authority, dependency, trust, and respect for human dignity in tertiary institutions. According to him, this would also enable other people speak up, you know, and if you're guilty or if you're engaging in any form of unwelcome physical contact or verbal contact of a sexual nature with a student or prospective to the student or demands or such conduct regardless of consent, then you'll be brought to book.
Okay.
I think this is a good one. I like it.
Yes, that's definitely good. The VAT controversy is not
still hot
anytime soon. We should probably discuss it with.
I think it should be in Good Monday.
You need to come and break it down because the Middle Belt Forum are supporting the VAT reform. They are asking the National Assembly to endorse it and saying that if your state is not consuming, why should you be sharing the revenue from value-added tax? Why should it be shared equitably? And the Northerners are saying no, it must be shared equitably. So the conversation has to now be, should it be or should it not be? The reforms have been done based on research and proposed based on the fact that they've analyzed economy. And I think that if we put the committee in charge of this tax reform and they have made recommendations, we accept the good part and then now pick out the ones we feel is not good for us.
And that is the Nigerian problem, Tokwe. I mean, like, for me, that's the fabric of our problem. We love these good things, but we don't realize that those good things come from research. Somebody has studied and proposed, and that's why we see this country. We're like, oh, they're doing this. But now we're trying to do something similar. Like, no, this is Nigeria. We have to modify it. So let us see how we're going to. But it's a conversation that is worth having. And would like to. Why is Ike smiling? I know you very well. I know why you're smiling. Let me go on a short break. It's our gisting day Thursday. We don't like to do too many politicking or any governance matters. We just want to talk about life, family, and lifestyle. When we come back, we'll discuss our topic today. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.